How to Master Time Management, Step-by-Step Guide. Why time management is the skill that changes everything. Time is the one resource we can never earn back, never buy more of, and never negotiate for. It doesn't pause, it doesn't rewind, and it never waits for us to get ready. Every person on this planet gets the same 24 hours. The difference isn't the hours. The difference is what they do with them. Most people feel overwhelmed not because they have too much to do, but because they don't have a system that tells them when to do things, how to do them, and why they matter. This guide is your wake-up call. It is your blueprint. It is your turning point. By the end of this script, you won't just understand time management, you will master it. The truth about time, why most people never feel in control. Before we talk about planners, schedules, or productivity tools, you need to understand the truth. Most people don't have a time problem. They have a clarity problem. You can't manage time you haven't defined. You can't organize tasks you haven't decided on. You can't prioritize goals you never committed to. People wake up reacting to the day instead of directing it. Days pass and nothing changes because life is running on autopilot. The first step to mastering time is this mindset shift. You don't manage time, you manage yourself. Time doesn't change, your habits do. Identity before productivity. Who do you want to become? If you don't know who you want to become, no planner in the world will save you. Time management is not about squeezing tasks into a day, it's about building a life. Ask yourself, who do I want to be in 1 year? What do I want my daily life to look like? What habits does the future version of me practice? How does that person use their time? Most people set goals without building identity. That's why motivation dies. If you want powerful time management, anchor your actions to identity. Not I want to read more, but I am someone who learns every day. Not I want to exercise, but I am someone who takes care of my body. Not I want to be organized, but I am a disciplined person who respects my time. Once identity shifts, behavior follows. The 3 levels of time management. To truly master your time, you must understand the 3 levels of time control. Level 1, task management. This is simply doing things, to-do lists, reminders, notes, apps. Most people stay stuck here. They complete many tasks but still feel directionless because tasks alone don't move life forward. Level 2, priority management. This is choosing the right things. You focus on tasks that bring long-term value. You stop trying to do everything. You do what matters. You ask, what moves my life forward? What is urgent versus important? What can I eliminate, delegate, or delay? This level saves enormous time. Level 3, life management. This level is for high performers. You stop relying on motivation and start relying on systems. Morning systems, health systems, work systems, learning systems, weekly review systems. Systems create consistency without stress. The 5-step system to master time. From here begins the step-by-step framework that can change your life completely. Step 1, the dump. Empty your mind completely. Your brain is designed to generate ideas, not store them. Every unwritten task drains mental energy. Take a piece of paper or your phone and write down everything in your mind. Tasks, ideas, responsibilities, fears, reminders, thoughts. Don't organize, don't judge, just dump. A full mind is an unproductive mind. Once these thoughts are out of your head, the stress drops and clarity rises. Step 2, the cut. Remove everything that matter. Once everything is on paper, you will notice something. Many things don't matter. Ask yourself, what can I delete permanently? What can I delegate? What can I delay with no consequences? What truly improves my life? Time management is not about doing more, it's about removing the unnecessary. When you cut 30% of your tasks, you gain 50% more energy and clarity. Step 3, the organize. Put the right tasks in the right place. Now that you've kept only what matters, sort tasks into 4 categories. High-value tasks, learning, creating, planning, health, skill building. Important routine tasks, emails, bills, cleaning, errands. Low importance tasks, things that can be delayed or delegated. Distractions, things to eliminate or strictly limit. You cannot master time while distractions control you. Step 4. The plan. Design your day like an architect. Great days happen by design, not chance. Use the 3-block day method. High energy block: morning, important, difficult, creative tasks. Medium energy block: afternoon, routine tasks, meetings, chores. Low energy block: evening, planning, rest, reflection, light tasks. Protect your mornings, they shape your future. To avoid burnout, plan your day with the 3-rule system. 3 important tasks. 3 medium tasks. 3 small tasks. It's nothing more. Step 5. The review, the weekly reset system. Once a week, sit down for 20 minutes and ask, what worked this week? What distracted me? What drained me? What moved me forward? What must change next week? Weekly reflection sharpens your system and habits. Over time, growth becomes automatic. The real RESONS: you waste time without knowing. Most people think they waste time because they are lazy, unmotivated, or undisciplined. But the truth is deeper. People waste time because of hidden patterns. You don't protect your attention. You don't define your priorities. You don't understand your energy cycles. You try to do everything at once. You work in reaction mode instead of intention mode. Time is not lost in big chunks. It is lost in small moments. 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there, a little scrolling, a little distraction, a little delay. And suddenly the day is gone. To master time, you must identify these invisible leaks before fixing them. Energy management, the secret skill most people ignore. People think productivity is all about managing minutes and hours. It's not. Productivity is about managing energy. Your energy has 3 phases throughout the day. High energy, medium energy, low energy. You can force yourself to do things during low energy periods, but the quality drops and the time spent increases. A task that takes 30 minutes in a high energy state might take 2 hours in a low energy state. So the real question is not, how much time do I have? The real question is, what energy do I have right now? To master time, you must align your tasks with the right energy window. Why morning HOURS matter more than you think? The morning is the most important part of the day for one simple reason. The brain is fresh, quiet, and undisrupted. Most people waste their mornings on checking social media, answering messages, scrolling aimlessly, watching videos, reacting to notifications, falling into digital chaos. This is the equivalent of pouring your most expensive fuel on activities that give no return. Your morning must be protected like a treasure. Use it for high-value tasks. Planning, learning, deep work, creative thinking, problem-solving, strategic decisions. The morning sets the tone for the entire day. If the morning is disciplined, the day becomes powerful. If the morning is chaotic, the day collapses. How to build a morning system that GUINTES productivity. A perfect morning is not about waking up at 5 a.m. or forcing yourself into extreme routines. It's about building a simple, predictable system that activates your brain and focuses your attention. Here is a powerful, realistic morning system anyone can follow. Wake up and avoid your phone for at least 15 minutes. Drink water. Spend 2 minutes breathing deeply. Review your 3 main tasks for the day. Spend at least 20 minutes on your highest value task. This does not require hours. It only requires intention. This simple sequence puts you in control from the first moment of the day. You win the morning. Then the day follows. Understanding the cost of distraction. Distraction is not just losing minutes, it is losing depth, losing focus, and losing mental sharpness. Every time you allow a distraction, your brain must rebuild concentration from zero. Studies show that after a distraction, the brain requires more than 20 minutes to return to full focus mode. If you get distracted 10 times a day, you never truly reach deep work. Most people are not unproductive. They are simply interrupted. To master time, you must master your environment. Turn off notifications. Use airplane mode during deep work. Keep your phone out of reach. Close unnecessary tabs. Work in time blocks. Your focus is your greatest currency. Protect it as if your future depends on it, because it does. How to build deep work blocks that transform your results. Deep work is the ability to focus for long, uninterrupted periods on tasks that matter. This one skill separates high achievers from the rest. To build deep work blocks, follow this structure. Choose one important task. Set a timer for 30 to 60 minutes. Silence all notifications. Put your phone away. Close your door or isolate yourself. Work with full intensity. Take a 5-minute break, then repeat. Deep work multiplies your output. 1 hour of deep work equals 3 hours of shallow, distracted work. Your biggest goals will only move forward through deep, intentional focus. How to stop procrastination using the 2-minute rule. Procrastination is not a time problem, it is an emotional problem. People delay tasks because the task looks big, heavy, or unclear. The solution is the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. If a task takes more than 2 minutes, start only the first 2 minutes of it. The moment you begin, resistance disappears. Starting is the hardest part. Once you take the first step, your brain naturally continues the process. Procrastination dies when action begins. How to build a system that makes procrastination impossible. Procrastination happens because tasks are not defined clearly. Instead of writing vague tasks like work on project, finish assignment, start studying, break tasks into small, actionable steps. Open laptop, read chapter 1, write 100 words, make the first slide, organize files for 5 minutes. Clear steps, clear movement. Clear movement equals no procrastination. The brain loves clarity. Confusion creates delay. The power of routines, how they save hours without UNOTICNG. Routines save hundreds of micro-decisions every day. Without routines, you waste time deciding what to do, when to do it, how to do it, where to begin. But with routines, your mornings run automatically. Your work sessions begin smoothly. Your evenings prepare you for tomorrow. Routines conserve mental energy. Energy is then redirected toward your biggest goals. Time management is not just planning. It is automation. How to create night routines that prepare you for the next day. Evenings are often wasted or ignored, but they define the next morning. A powerful night routine looks like this. Review your day. Write your 3 tasks for tomorrow. Organize your workspace. Prepare what you need for the morning. Disconnect from screens before sleep. Relax your mind. This routine takes 10 to 15 minutes, but it creates a stable foundation for the next day. When tomorrow starts prepared, motivation becomes automatic. The 80-20 rule, how to do less and achieve more. The 80-20 rule states that 80% of results come from 20% of actions. This rule applies to career, health, learning, business, relationships, productivity, time. Most people spend their days on the 80% that gives minimal return. The key to mastering time is to identify the small percentage of actions that produce massive progress. Ask yourself, What are the few tasks that actually move my life forward? What are the tasks that create the biggest results? Where does my highest return come from? Once you identify these tasks, you focus on them relentlessly. Success becomes predictable when attention is directed toward the highest impact actions. The time blocking method: how to structure your day with precision. Time blocking is one of the most effective systems ever created for time management. Instead of working randomly, you assign blocks of time for specific tasks. Morning block, deep work. Midday block, routine work. Afternoon block, meetings or chores. Evening block, planning and rest. This structure prevents you from drifting through the day. Your hours become intentional instead of accidental. When your day has clear blocks, your mind has clear direction. How to use the one thing rule to eliminate overwhelm. Overwhelm does not come from having too much to do. It comes from trying to do everything at once. The one thing rule destroys overwhelm instantly. At any moment, focus on only one important action and ignore everything else. Not two things. Not three things. Only one. This rule clears mental fog and strengthens focus. When you give full attention to one task, time slows down and productivity rises. Why multitasking is the enemy of time. Multitasking is a myth. The brain cannot focus on two meaningful tasks at the same time. What feels like multitasking is actually rapid task switching. This drains mental energy, increases mistakes, and slows progress. Every switch increases fatigue. Every switch reduces performance. Focus on one task until completion or a natural stopping point. Single tasking is the skill that makes your time sharp and powerful. How to build momentum through small daily wins. Momentum is the fuel of productivity. When you achieve small wins consistently, you build unstoppable energy and confidence. Small wins include finishing a quick task, completing a deep work session, keeping your routine, planning your day, avoiding distractions, finishing your reading session, staying consistent for one more day. Momentum makes discipline easier. Every small win pushes you forward. Every small win rewires your identity. Every small win strengthens your belief that you can control your time.